Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. So let's get into it. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess. Okay, all right. So today we're going to be talking about Meek Mill. We're going to be talking about Will Smith, and we're going to be talking about Dorit Kemsley from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay, so you guys already know what we here for. We here to talk about the gossip. We here to talk about the mess and everything else. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get into the very first story that we're going to do for today, and that is Dorit Kemsley. Okay, now as you guys already heard, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is already filming again for this 12th season. You know, their reunion just wrapped up live or whatnot, and now they're already going back to film their 12th season. So it must be very, very hot. Things are very hot. But in the midst of it all, Dorit apparently was held at gunpoint, robbed, and all types of stuff. So we're gonna get into the story now. The source here is from the jasminebrand.com. So we're going to get into that first. So let's talk about it. Okay. Give me 1 second, child. Give me 1 second. Because you already know, I'm trying to get used to this damn laptop and shit like that. So we're going to get right on into it. So let's talk about Dorit. Now, this is what the article says. Things got scary last night on Wednesday, October the 27th, for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Dorit Kemsley, age 45. According to reports, the reality star was robbed at gunpoint with her children after returning from London. A source reports that Dorit Kemsley says that she woke up to the men standing by her bed after they allegedly broke in through the classroom. Dorit Kemsley reportedly said, "Don't hurt my babies. Don't kill me. I'm a mother." One man reportedly responded, "Kill her." After taking an unknown amount of property like jewelry, handbags, the burglars left, and Kemsley immediately called the police and her husband, who is reportedly still in London. A LAPD spokesperson said that the robbery occurred after 10 p.m. and involved 3 male suspects. At this time, there has been no arrest or confirmation that Kemsley was held at gunpoint. Now, Kemsley recently made headlines after things escalated between her and her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star Garcelle during the season 11 reunion special. After calling Garcelle a bully during the season, Dorit later called her out at the reunion for not being direct. "I want her to be direct. I don't want her to throw dots. Throwing dots is not being direct, Andy. When you have an issue with someone, you look at them and you tell them you have an issue. You don't throw a passive aggressive jab with a smile." It is reported that Dorit Kemsley is traumatized but has decided to remain at home. Continuous prayers for the Kemsley family. Okay, now that was the very first story with Dorit Kemsley, and I must say that I feel bad for her. Now, granted, I really wasn't, I'm not really here for Dorit like that. I think that she's a pest. I think that she's slick racist. She used a lot of buzzwords all the time, and that's one of the reasons why I don't respect her ass, period. That's what she does, and I'm not really with it. But I do feel bad for her, and I did feel bad when people were trying to say that she was only doing this for the sake of a storyline or for the sake of whatever. Every time something happens to a person on a reality show, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're trying to do some full storyline. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that reality stars get that thing on them that, like, oh no, they're only doing this for a storyline. They ain't shit wrong with them for real. They only doing it for a storyline. I'm not really too crazy about that stance, but it is what it is. So, like I said, it's never a fun thing when you're being, held at gunpoint, knife point, whatever point they're putting you at. It's never fun when somebody's breaking into your house, a place that's supposed to be sacred to you, a place that's supposed to be safe from harm from anyone. You know what I mean? And on top of that, for your personal possessions that you spent your work, your hard earning money on, being taken away from people who ain't got shit or shit to lose, that is a lot. So my prayers do go out to Dorito. definitely goes out to Dorito. I definitely feel bad for Miss Dorito for once in my life. I feel bad for Dorito, but you know it is what it is. I ain't even gonna say that's her karma. I ain't even gonna do you like that, honey. I'm just gonna say, be safe. Just keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on your property. Make sure that this doesn't happen again. But at the same time, I can't necessarily tell her to make sure it don't happen again, because who's to say that it won't happen again? You never know. These things are something that you just can't control. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, all my prayers goes out to Dorit and her family. Luckily, she wasn't hurt, and nor was her kids. And I'm glad that she was able to get the police involved as well as her husband. So shout out to Dorit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's that was a very unfortunate thing. Like I said, luckily, no one has gotten hurt in this situation. Now, next up, we're here to talk about Will Smith. Now, as you guys already know, for the last couple of years, Will Smith has been in the blogs and in the media, mainly because of the shit that his wife Jada Pinkett Smith be doing in the media. People be trying to say that Will Smith is a simp because of the shit that Jada Pinkett Smith does. They be trying to make it seem like Jada be going out of her way to make Will Smith look bad. Okay, I don't think that, but you know, these men, they seem to hate Jada. They seem to hate her quite a bit. Okay. Now, but this story really ain't got nothing to do with Jada. It's mainly about Will Smith. And apparently he revealed that he once considered suicide. You know what I mean? He once considered, taking his own life. You know what I mean? And that is really worrisome. And that really makes me feel away, because I'm always sensitive to the stories of suicide or attempted suicide or whatever. I'm always very, sensitive to that, because I went through that my damn self. You know what I mean? So we're going to get into why he considered that. So we're going to go ahead and get into the story about Will Smith. Now, Will Smith is exposing it to the world. What set out as a journey to lose weight seemed to be the biggest role of the actor's life. In his new docuseries, The Best Shape of My Life, Will Smith reveals that he once considered taking his own life, proving that getting in shape is not just about the physical, but the mental too. Earlier this year, Will Smith declared that he was in the worst shape of his life after posing shirtless in shorts and a jacket on Instagram. After deciding to drop 20 pounds, the iRobot star partnered with YouTube to film his weight loss journey. However, it seemingly exposed more than just bad eating habits. In the trailer, Will Smith says, "When I started this show, I thought I was getting into the best shape of my life physically, but mentally I was somewhere else. And I ended up discovering a whole lot of hidden things about myself." In another clip, he said, "That was the only time in my life where I ever considered suicide." The trailer for his new series comes days after his wife made headlines concerning their sex life. On an episode of Red Table Talk, Jada said, "It's hard. The thing Will and I talk about a lot is the journey. We started in this at a very young age, 22 years old. I think you expect your partner to know what you need, especially when it comes to sex. It's like, well, if you love me, you should know. If you love me, you should read my mind. That's a huge pitfall." Jada later clarified her comments, tweeting, "Only because I got time today. Stop making up headlines. Watch the Real Table Talk I did with Gwyneth, I don't know how to pronounce her name, for yourselves. Will and I have never had an issue in the bedroom. Thank you. The Best Shape of My Life will premiere on YouTube on November the 8th, 2021. Okay, so that was the story in the article from the Jasmine brand concerning Will Smith and his weight loss journey, as well as his bout with suicide. Okay, now here's what I got to say about the situation. Now, it's definitely a situation where it could be one of those things where it can fuck with your self-esteem, fuck with your mental stability, make you think a lot about yourself in a bad way. I've never had to deal with weight loss or nothing like that, because I've always been a skinny guy. But I know people that have dealt with weight loss and been struggling to lose weight and doing things of that nature. And I'm always sensitive to the suicide thing. And sometimes when you're someone like Will Smith, who is a big person, a big star, someone that people watch every day and look at every day and try to find anything wrong to pick on every single day, you're trying to keep yourself up, you're trying to keep your body intact. And sometimes that's not always the easiest thing to do is to keep your body up. And sometimes you have to try, but it is what it is. Sometimes you can't do it. And it's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it can be difficult sometimes for people to do that. But and sometimes it could take a toll on your mental, because sometimes when you try to lose weight, you're not losing it the way you want to. You're not losing it quick enough as you want it to. You know what I mean? So sometimes it could be a hard feat to do. So I'm glad that Will Smith did not go down about taking himself out, because I know that in the past I have wanted to take myself out. It's about to be 2 years since I tried to do that. It was the first week, I think it was November the 4th, I believe, when I tried to do that. November 4th, 2019. You know what I mean? That was when things got horrible for me, and I wanted to take my own life. So I already know how that is. And I'm a person who fights with depression and deals with depression. You know, it goes away, it comes back, it goes away, it comes back. That's something that I always have to deal with, and always have to make sure that I speak proudly and loudly about, because I never know who else is dealing with the struggle that I'm struggling with. Okay. So shout out to Will Smith for being very transparent about that, being transparent about his weight loss journey, just being transparent about the way weight loss can affect your mental health. People need to know that, you know, you go through a lot of things. You go through things physically when you lose weight, and you go through things mentally also when you lose weight. So shout out to Will Smith for being very, very transparent and letting us know what the deal really is. Okay. Now, the last story of the day will be Meek Mill. Now, Meek Mill was on a jet, and a flight attendant accused him and his group of having weed on the plane. Okay. So he pretty much accused him of racism. Meek Mill felt like he was a victim of racism. Now, he recorded the confrontation. So I got the video, and I got the article. Okay, so we're gonna get into the article, which is from the JasmineBrand.com, as well as the other two that I just did. So we're going to get into that first, and then we're going to go into the video that he posted, okay? So let's get into Meek Mill. So it seems like the skies ain't that friendly for Meek Mill. Meek Mill is sharing an incident that occurred while he was traveling on a private jet. In a video posted to his Instagram story, the Philly rapper reveals that he left the flight after a crew member accused him and his friends of smoking weed. Okay, so I got the video right here, and I'm going to play it for y'all. Let's get into it.
We was smoking on a plane. We just came on here 30 seconds ago.
I smell it. I'm sorry.
And you just asked us we smoking on this plane. We just stepped on here 30 seconds ago.
Because I smell it.
But where we going to smoke at if we just stepped on here 30 seconds ago? Just look. Where would a blunt be rolled up at if we just sat here for 30
seconds? Anyway, look, I'm sorry. I'm going to try and fix this problem.
Go ahead. Let us get out the plane. Just let us. I don't feel safe on this plane anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, come on.
Totally up to you.
Let's open the door.
Okay.
You acting real racist right now. Like real crazy. Was we smoking weed?
All right, now that was the video, basically letting us know what happened on the plane, okay? Now, here is what I got to say about that situation. I do believe that it was a racial situation. I do believe that he was profiling him, because what make you think that they got weed? It could have been a situation where they probably smoked weed before they got on the fucking plane, and that's why you smell it. Why would they have weed on the plane knowing that you can't have it on the fucking plane? You know what I mean? You talking about you smell it, you smell it, you smell it, you smell it, you smell it. How the fuck can they smoke a weed on the plane any damn way? Just admit it. You was on the plane, on a jet with a bunch of black niggas that look rough, look hardcore, and you automatically assume that they had weed on the plane. You know what I mean? But this is, like I said, what I think happened is the fact that I believe that there was a situation where Meek Mill and his boys probably did have some weed, but they probably smoked that weed before they even got on their damn plane. And that's probably why you smell it on them. Because that shit can happen. That shit can happen. I've seen it happen many times before. Somebody probably smoked weed before they got to work, and you smell it. But the thing about that is, that's probably why you shouldn't smoke before you go nowhere, because that shit is going to smell. You know what I mean? So do you think that Meek Mill was being racially profiled? Do you think that they really had weed on him? Because according to this Jasmine Brand article, at this point in time, Meek Mill nor the airline has commented any further on the situation. So my question to you guys is, Do you think that Meek Mill was racially profiled? Do you think that he was doing too much with the situation? What do you guys think? That's really all I want to know. I want to know what y'all think about the situation, child, because that was a lot, honey. That was a lot, okay? But however, with that being said, you guys, be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to click that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I'm dropping a video. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, go ahead, honey. My Twitter and my IG will be down below at the bottom of the video. If you want me to follow you back on IG, all you got to do is hit me up in the DMs with the hashtag message Team Scotty, and I would definitely follow you back. You better ask somebody, okay? I'll definitely follow people back. All right, so with that being said, this is y'all lunchtime gossip. Y'all already know that I always try to give you guys their lunchtime gossip, okay? Every day, y'all get at least 2 to 3 videos every day of lunchtime gossip. I always try to get y'all the miss when y'all trying to get y'all food, get y'all drinks, and whatever. When y'all at work, y'all got to get some, daytime tea. So I got to give it to you, okay? So with that being said, y'all, your boy is out of here. Until my next video, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.